Molte macchine hanno cominciato a saltellare.
Aspetta un attimo.
In grado di fare. Dimmi.
Cambio dal volo. Poi interagisci, lo apri.
So, welcome to the DC team. A little bit of moment. Okay, here we are. Welcome to the DC team channel. Here we are with the qualifiers of round 3, Launch G of Gtfusion AMA category. With me, the president of DC team, Mirko. Hello, Mirko.
Hello guys, hello drivers.
La facciamo anche in italiano, quindi la faremo in doppia live, ragazzi, doppio linguaggio questa sera. Quindi dobry wieczór tutti, per quanto riguarda tutti i polacchi, dobry wieczór to the Polish, to the drivers from Poland, Kalispera or Kalinikta for the Greece, e buonasera naturalmente per gli italiani. So here we go. We are on the qualifiers, round 3 on La Sarthe circuit tonight. We are 20 or better. We are a week away from the real 24 hours of Le Mans, and tonight we will have the third round from Le Mans 2 in La Sarthe circuit. The car is the Ferrari Ferrari 458, and now we have Rosie in the first place. Thanos, Faster, Michial, Salvi, Prost, Defi. We have some Polish, some drivers from Poland right here. So now here we go, some Italian per i nostri, tra l'altro chi ci sta seguendo in italiano, quindi Mirko, diamo un po' di curiosità per quanto riguarda la Sarthe.
Sì, la Sarthe oggi i ragazzi sono impegnati, come dicevi tu prima, nel terzo round del Gtfusion 2023 che li vedi impegnati alla Sarthe con la 458 Italia, ricordiamo setup libero per quanto riguarda aerodinamica, assetto e cambio, consumi abbastanza elevati. Andremo a vedere oggi sostanzialmente 4 gare di tipo diverso, perché avremo 2 gare da 3 giri e 2 gare da 7 giri, quelle da 7 con la griglia invertita, quindi sarà una cosa un po' particolare. Good luck.
So good luck to everyone that tonight race is in La Sarthe. We have 5 minutes of the another 5 minutes from the qualifiers. Then we will have 2 races. The first one with 3 laps, and the second one with the inverted poles and inverted places, about 7 laps. And then here we go for the third race and the fourth race here tonight. So at the looking at the first place, Rosie, Thanos, and Fastar, 2 from Poland in the third place, and Thanos in the second place. Now here we go. We have a great straight. You all know what La Sarthe is all about. We have 10 turns, and so we are on the most iconic track about the motorsport. We have some curiosities tonight from La Sarthe, but not right now, during the race. But the first curiosity, you know what, is the oldest active sport car race. The 24 hours from Le Mans started in 1923, so our 100 years that La Sarthe is going on. During the Second World War, there were no races, about 1 or 2 times about races, and but right now we are about 100 years. So it's a particular 24 hours, 1 week away from today. So now here we go with Rosie in the first place, Thanos in the second race. Per i nostri amici italiani, il rettilineo, Mirko, quanto conta?
Il rettilineo conta tanto in questa gara. Avranno dovuto settarsi il cambio The Gearbox nel migliore dei modi per giuntare questo tratto molto lungo a gas spalancato per la sua intera percorrenza, quasi, con questo tratto un po' più misto, molto veloce, in cui però bisogna dosare bene l'acceleratore perché è facile perderla. Salutiamo tra l'altro gli amici italiani che sono in stanza, quindi gli amici degli INCR e One Up.
Yes, there's Salvi and Incre Prost. So for the international, we were talking about the straight, the Mulsanne straight. That is very important. Tonight is the Ferrari with free setup. So tonight we will see all the drivers' ability, because they have the same car but different setups, and who has the better setup, especially in the straight, and the Mulsanne straight probably has the best advantage.
Pole position for
Prost.
Salvi, team One Up. Prost
in pole position. Prost pole position. 3 minutes, 54 seconds. That's the average. That's the average time I expect during the race. 3 laps, but they are very long 3 laps because they are about 10 minutes of race, 12 minutes of race, and 7 laps on La Sarthe. They are very, very long. So we, El Loco GTV, thank you. Have a nice day too.
Oh, loco!
I saw
Okay.
you today, but I expected to speak in English, and you speak French, and I don't speak French anyway. So, bonsoir, El Loco. Bonsoir, El Loco. So,
Bonsoir, loco. I watch the live by
I-
El Loco
yesterday.
Yes.
So, GTR CTV, thank you so much. Good evening to you. So now we have Prost with about second from Stormyfly from Netherlands. So good evening to the Netherlands fans too. But tonight is a Poland lounge because we have
46.
yes.
UR46.
Stormyfly, we are 46 about Valentino Rossi, and we have 6 drivers from Poland. So it will be very very good if we speak Polish, but I don't speak Polish. So we have now Prost is going on with another 3 minutes 51 seconds. That's a great job. Buonasera a Insplizzard, buonasera. Mirko, per i nostri fan italiani, tempi che vedo saranno molto lunghi, cioè 1 secondo, 2 secondi di distanza.
Un errore qui può fare la differenza, anche il punto penalità dove si va a scontare la penalità, come sempre, incide molto. Sorry for external sound. Sì, il punto penalità sarà fondamentale qua. Perdere qualche chilometro orario nei tratti molto lunghi e molto veloci farà la differenza in modo molto marcato con 1/2 secondi, quindi.
Yes. So we were not talking about the distance between the drivers, and 1 second or 2 seconds is a very big difference. So looking at the drivers, Inc. Prost always in the first place, Stormyfly second place, Salvi in the third place, and Rosie is very close to Salvi. But Stormyfly has a 1 second 0.6 to Salvi. So the second place is very safe right now. I saw a driver going outside. Rosie was. Prost is going very good right now. So always the first place. But remember, Prost will start the first race in the first place. But if he will win the race, he will go downside to the last place, and the second race will be from the 10th place. So right now, I think is better qualifying in the middle. I don't know. Prost is still in the first place.
Another time.
3 minutes 51 seconds. I hope they can go down the 3 minutes 50 seconds. So Mickey at the 8th place. Here we go with the HRT team. Zenon Ballon 9th place. Dave in the 10th place. I'm sorry for the Polish. If I don't speak very well your names, I hope the pronounce you expected. So here we are with Rosie in the 7th place, and is not going better right now. Looking at the times, looking at the time track, 3 minutes 53 seconds, 3 minutes 54 seconds. It's about 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Mirko, ora parlando in italiano, è bella lunga però, È veramente bella lunga, cioè
È bella lunga e i ragazzi sicuramente avranno trovato qualche difficoltà adesso Thanos all'ingresso dell'ultima chicane del rettilineo, dovranno trovare, tra l'altro Viola, dovranno trovare un ottimo compromesso, come dicevo prima, per gestire anche il carburante in questi tratti, sfruttare le scie, perché saranno importantissime, di riuscire a raggiungere il vero potenziale della Ferrari.
Eh sì, tra l'altro il vero potenziale, tra l'altro
Stormy
Stormfly.
VR46 351.
We were talking about the management of the fuel during the race because it's very important because if you stay close to the driver right in front of you, you can save some fuel, especially in the straight, in the Mosan Strait. So now Stormfly in the first place. So Prost now he have to become better. 3 minutes 51 seconds. So I expect they're going down to 3 minutes and 50. 5 minutes. We are 5 minutes from the closing qualifier, so they have about a lap to go, another lap, and then we will have the first race. Faster in the fourth place with 2 seconds of
Xenon Balloon.
Xenon Balloon now, right now, as
First
the third
place.
place. Xenon Balloon that had some
The
difficulties.
last lap.
And the last lap.
Last lap of.
I think it's the last lap. Yes, the last lap. So now we expect the checkered flag, and then we will go to the first race. Xenon Balloon that have some difficulties before, right now is in the third place. Mazak, fifth place. Thanos, sixth place. Salvi is going down to the seventh place. Rosie, eighth place right now. Thanos, we are on Thanos view right now, and Thanos are going through the checkered flag. So let's go now. We will go through the race right now.
Just a moment.
We're expecting all the drivers going through the finish line, and then we will go to the race. And then the lobby will start very, very soon. Mirko, anche per i nostri spettatori italiani, primo commento sulle qualifiche.
Primo commento sulle qualifiche, tempi che si sono abbassati ovviamente nei 4 giri. Non è facile trovare il giro giusto su una pista così lunga, quindi complimenti a Stormfly VR46, il pilota olandese che ha stampato un 1.31.005.
Sì.
Ora vediamo arrivare ancora sul traguardo ATR Xenon Balloon.
Sì. Allora, intanto salutiamo i Roadrunners Motorsport con Mac Race che stasera ci sta guardando.
Ciao Michele.
Allora, ricordiamo, stasera la faremo in doppia lingua proprio perché è una gara internazionale, quindi ho la fortuna di parlare un discreto inglese, quindi la faremo, signori miei, in doppia lingua, quindi la gara principale sarà commentata in inglese, però comunque anche qualche commento in italiano, giusto per avere tutte e due le cose. Giustamente
non sappiamo il polacco.
Non sappiamo purtroppo il polacco, il greco so solo Kalispera e Kalimera, Kalispera e Kalinikta per il Thanos, il pilota greco. Quindi, so now we are expecting to go to the first race. 3 giri, 3 laps. 3 laps in the first race, and we will go, and will be pure adrenaline because right now. Right now, the times are very, very close, but from Prost to Xenon Balloon, there are about 2 seconds of difference, and then they are almost the same. 3 minutes, 52 seconds. Oh, here we go. You are going.
Remember, Alex, for the first race, have 3 laps.
Yes, 3 laps, and the second race will be inverted place. So
yes,
who will win?
Laps.
With 7 laps, yes. So here we go. 7 seconds, and right now we are going through to the first.
Thanks
The
to CJ Cerbola.
Yes,
for the
Cicerbola tonight is our broadcaster.
streaming,
Is streaming
yes.
from YouTube. So here we go. We are expecting the red lights. We're expecting the red lights. The red lights are going on right now, and they will turn off, and the race starts with Stormyfly in the first place, but outside, and Inkbros is inside. So we are on the sunset. But Inkbros, very good start. Now is on the first place. Stormyfly, second place. Xenoballoon, third place. A good start from Inkbros. Very, very good start. Yeah, we are on the first chicane. And now we will go to the Mulsanne, and no, we are on the Tête Rouge. Sorry, we're on the Tête Rouge, the first turn, and now we will go to the Mulsanne. Right now, Inkfrost has a very, very good start. Stormyfly in the second place, Xenoballoon and Faster in the third and fourth place. But here we go, the fifth place, Thanos has a good start too. So now let's go to the Mulsanne. Now we go. We see how very close is, but Prost has a is very large from Stormyfly. Xenoballoon the third place. HR Faster in the fourth place, and now Faster is trying to outtake. He's trying to overtake in Xenoballoon. We are on the first chicane, but Prost is always in the first place, and there's a very big difference between Prost and Stormyfly. Per i nostri spettatori italiani abbiamo visto una partenza di Prost fenomenale.
Abbiamo visto una partenza di Prost fenomenale, mentre dietro a gruppetti si sono un pochettino litigati.
Sì.
Come in uno strano italiano si potrebbe dire così. Hanno dato a Prost, non dico vita facile perché la gara è corta ma lunga, però l'hanno lasciato un pochettino tranquillo, e qui gestire queste S già in solitaria è cosa buona.
Sì.
Regia, camera, go to faster.
No, let's go to the now we are on the turn 4, the Mulsanne turn, and right now from the Great Straight we have Mazak in the 6th place. Salvi is trying to overtake Mazak, but it's a very big group right there for the 5th place. Mazak faster, Salvi and Thanos in the 4th place that is going faster, but Prost. Four drivers to battle for the 4th place. La Sarthe is a very wide circuit, so they can overtake very well without big problems. But right now, there are some issues. There are some issues from through the pilots. But we have Thanos in the fourth place, Xenoballoon in the 3rd place. But right now, they are going very close to the first 3 there. I have a big difference between the first 3 and the rest of the group. But right now, we have always Prost in the first place. But right now, there's some changes. Mazak inside, but still faster in the 6th place. Salvi that has a very good jump from the 7th place to the 5th place. And right now we have Thanos leading the group, but the first 3 are very, very faster than the other ones. So now let's go to see how is the first time, but is the first lap. So it doesn't have so much importance. Right now we have Stormyfly and Xenoballoon fighting for the 2nd place, and Xenoballoon is very close to Stormyfly, and from the Mulsanne straight that he can have. So we have there's a problem. There's a problem for there's a problem for someone. I think Stormyfly has made a big mistake because he jumped from the 2nd place to the 8th place. What happened to Stormyfly? Right now we have another We have Salvi and Rosie. Salvi jumped downside to the last place, to the ninth place. Right now we have only nine drivers. Probably one has crashed and is not going inside this lounge G. Remember, is amateur category. Tomorrow night will be the pro racing category. Half second of Mickey of deceleration right now. He has a penalty of half second. Mirko.
Yes.
Ci sei Mirko.
Yes,
Qui
yes,
ci sono stati una
c'è il cane.
C'è il
C'è
cane.
rumore, quindi avevo mutato.
C'è stata una serie di errori clamorosi.
Sì, penalità tra l'altro in questo momento per Mike, seguito da Dash di ATR, quindi Thanos, Xenon Ballon e Ink
Prost sta facendo una gara veramente eccezionale come prima gara. Now we are here for the sixth place, and now we have three drivers. Now we are going through the braking of the chicane, and Stormyfly is going outside, and now inside. Stormyfly to the sixth place is trying to rebuild his race, because he probably has ruined from a big mistake he had done. And now Thanos is in the third place, Xenonball in the second place, and Prost still in the first place. Dave 1 second of penalty, and Mickey half second of penalty. And when you have the penalty right here, is about 1 second written by Gran Turismo, but you pay about 2 or 3 seconds about from deceleration to acceleration again, about 3 seconds. You pay very, very well. And if you have a half second, you pay about 1 second and a half, or about 2 seconds. Thanos, the third place. Mazak now is outside, Faster inside, and now Faster is trying to overtake Mazak, and overtakes very good from the outside, and now is fighting and looking for Thanos in the third place. Xenoballoon in the second place. Ink Prost still in the first place. Mirko, un secondo di penalità. Cosa può essere successo lì per un secondo di penalità?
Allora, Le Mans è molto larga, it's very large, ma durante le chicane, quando si arriva in 3-4, come abbiamo visto prima, tenere la macchina dentro i track limits non è semplice. Mm-hmm. Quindi vediamo qui anche uscendo fuori traiettoria.
Mikey,
very, very, very large in this corner. Stormy go up.
Stormyfly is still going up, very fast from is faster from the group inside the race. Now Ink Prost. Now we'll see how much. 3 minutes 52 seconds. We are very, very close to the qualifying race for the qualifying time. So remember, if Ink Prost wins this race, he will start the second race from the 10th place. So it could be a little bit of strategy, especially for example, for Stormyfly, to stay in the middle of the group. So right now we are on the third lap, the third and last lap, with Ink Prost still in the first place, Xenon Ballon, and now Rosie and Mike and Davey, they are fighting for the 7th place. And remember, who goes behind, stay forward for the second race. So now let's go to see Rosie and Dave going for the 7th and 8th place. We have Nasalvi in the 9th place, and I think is a driver that made a big mistake that is in the 10th place. Rosie and Davey, we are on the Mulsanne right now. All the power of the Ferrari is going on right here, and now Dave is defending his position. Rosie tries to go inside, but Davey at the chicane does a very good stays in the track limits, and that's the problem to stay in the track limits when you meet the chicane in the Mulsanne straight. Right now, take a look at Thanos. Half a second of penalty right now, and is very, very close for the second place. Prost is has a very big difference, and Thanos has some problems of drifting with the Ferrari, and Faster is going very, very close to Thanos to battle for the third place. And with a half second of penalty, I think that Thanos will not be the third in the third place. But remember, everything can happen right here on La Sarthe. We are on the turn 4, and now we have some technical race right here to going on. Mirko, per i nostri amici italiani, qui Thanos veramente rischia di giocarsi la terza posizione con quella mezzo secondo di
Thanos al 90% perderà la posizione su Fast. Deve fare attenzione anche a Mazak e Stormy, che sono riusciti a rimanere comunque lì attaccato. Stormy, ricordiamo, arriva anche, attenzione, Mazak
e Stormy. Mazak e Stormy fly.
Stormy la perde un po'. Stormy che è riuscito a recuperare bene perché era finito in decima dalla seconda, tra l'altro, perché
Sì.
era messo molto bene. Se non sbaglio aveva fatto lui la pole, non ricordo male,
Sì.
con 3 minuti 51 quasi spaccati, quindi sono praticamente le ultime curve.
Sì. We are on the last turns right now. We are on the fourth chicane, and now we go through the finish line. And Rosie, Dave, and Salvi, they are battling for the 7th place. But right now, I expect to see Prost going through the finish line. So let's go to the finish line. But Rosie and Salvi, they are battling for the 8th and 9th place. And right now, in the next race, they will have the second and the third position. Right now, we are on Dave, and I think that here we go. Right here, through the checkered flag, Prost wins the first race. Zenon Ballon, the second place, and Faster in the third place, because Thanos had a half second of penalty. So congratulations to Prost to the first race. So thank you Prost, for your very, very good race, very good times too. Second place for Zenon Ballon, third place for Faster, Thanos in the fourth place, Mazak fifth, Stormyfly in the sixth place, and now we will go to the second race. But right now, I think it's time to have some stop. No, o si va subito, Mirko?
No, penso che adesso chiuderanno la lobby,
Yes.
Ale, quindi tra qualche minuto.
So
esatto.
Now let's.
Ok, hanno già chiuso la lobby, mi informano, quindi.
Okay, so we will see you.
Siamo in pubblicità.
We will see us in some few minutes. So we're back. We're back with the second race now, 7 laps, and now here we go for the second race. And now is the sun, is not the sunshine, it's not the sunset, it's the sun right now. So we are on afternoon, and red lights are turning off, and here we are with Mikey. But Salvi, I think
Jump
Salvi,
start, jump
jump
start.
start from Salvi, and I think now Salvi. I don't see
Big
Salvi.
error.
A
It's a
big,
big
it's a
error.
very,
So,
very big mistake from Salvi that right now has jumped the start and now is downside. Is downside to
eighth
the
position.
eighth
Eighth
place for.
position.
So now Mickey is in the first place, Rosie and second place, and the third place Dave. So right now we have 3 Polish drivers in the first 3 places. A very good, a very beautiful livery from the Mickey. Very, very probably is a AC Milan fan, probably. But right now, here we go. Stormyfly, the fourth place. Stormyfly has very big problems in the first race, and right now he has to recover. He has to going up in the second race and tries to win the second race. Dave is in the third place, and right now Stormy is very, very close to the mirrors, the rear view mirrors. It's inside to Davis, but right now on the chicane, Dave closes the door, and Stormyfly stays in the fourth position. Right now, I see Mickey and Rosie, starting to going up, and it's a very big difference between Rosie and Dave. But I want to see Thanos recovering, going up through the race, and the winner, Prost, now is. We have Prost downside, but Rosie, very good overtake to Mikey for the first place. They are very, very close from the first to the fourth, and Stormyfly, we are 46, probably a Valentino Rossi fan. Stormyfly is near downside, but right now we have in the third, we are in the fourth, in the turn 4, sorry, and Mikey is inside, crossing the lines between all the 3. Mirko, parliamo anche un po' italiano. Intanto salutiamo anche Chico e Rapido. Partenza e subito bagar qui.
Bentornato. Partenza, bagar, la gara è lunga però perché abbiamo in questa seconda parte, in questa seconda gara, 7 giri. Qua i piloti polacchi ingaggiati con il pilota olandese Stormfly 46. Attenzione qua, traiettorie completamente diverse per 4 piloti, quindi polverone e anche penalità per Mike.
Sì, infatti. Abbiamo visto la penalità, torniamo.
Scontata adesso,
tra l'altro la sconta subito adesso. So now let's go in English. Mazak, 5th place, Stormyfly, the 3rd place, Rosie still in the 1st place, and they have to stay, pay attention to the penalties right here on La Sarthe, because the track is very wide and you can overtake without problems, but stay in the chicane with the trajectory, a different path that you can have from a turn to another. They can give you a penalty. So here we are, Stormyfly, the 2nd place, and now we will see I expect the Stormyfly not to do the same mistakes of the first race. We have 1 second 6 of difference between Jeffy and Mazak. Right now we are on the second lap, and remember 7 laps are very, very long. Now right here, Rosie still in the 1st place. Rosie, Stormyfly, and Dave, they are fighting for the 2nd place, and right now Stormyfly, I think, has good enough, more than enough than Dave. Mazak, 4th place, faster is very close. But right now we have still, I don't see Prost. I think Prost has very big problems. The winner of the first race has very big problem to going up to recover and rebuild his second race right here. Now we have we have Faster, Mazak, Mikey, and Zenon Ballon, but Zenon Ballon has half second of penalty, so that's what I said. That's what I said before. Stay in the limit tracks is very, very hard, despite to the wideness of La Sarthe. So right now we have Dave in the third place, and Stormyfly has a very big difference now between Stormyfly and Dave for the second place. But Rosie is still inside his first place and never looked back down, never looks down to see who is behind them. Mirko, allora, per i nostri amici italiani, come abbiamo visto la penalità, ma qui Prost fa veramente fatica a risalire.
Prost sta facendo veramente fatica a risalire perché si è trovato bloccato subito all'inizio e in questo momento è fuori da tutte le scie. Come vedi, tutti i piloti sono molto vicini fra di loro, ma sfruttano le scie per arrivarsi attaccati nei tratti guidati, cosa che non riesce a fare in questo momento Prost, anche se si sta avvicinando grazie al lavoro di disturbo che stanno facendo gli altri davanti a sé. È riuscito già a scavalcare qualcuno, ha messo alle sue spalle Salvi, mi sembra. Sì. Qua intanto la regia CJ Cerbola, che ringraziamo, va su Mazak e Dej.
Dej. Infatti, I don't know how the pronounce is of Dej, but probably it's Dej and not Dave. Like I'm saying, like Dave, for example, in English. Yes, we have our broadcaster Cicerbola that is broadcasting in our DC Team Extra Cam channel. So remember, subscribe the channel with Twitch Prime. And remember, subscribe to our YouTube channel, DC Team GT Sports. So right now, Prost, we are talking about the problems of Prost. Was in a very big group and has difference to recover the places and going up through the places. But right now, Prost is still in the 8th place. A very good livery of Prost. Mickey in the 7th place. Zenon Ballon is still inside the group. Dave right now, Dave is lost the 3rd place for Mazak. Mazak is still in the 3rd place. And Rosie is still increasing his distance with 2 seconds point, 2 seconds and a half. Okay, average 2 seconds and a half. We are on the 2nd lap, and now we will see the time tracks. And Rosie, 3 minutes point 54 54 seconds. Sorry. About the curiosities of La Sarthe, I have another curiosity for you. That La Sarthe in the first times was not the track we all know, but was where a combination of closed public roads dedicated to the racing circuit. Take a look, for example, at Monte Carlo or Las Vegas about Formula One, and is the only one. It includes significant night races, so the drivers have to navigate through the darkness and through the headlights to illuminate the way. So it's very, very difficult. And remember, we are 1 week away from the original 24 hours of Le Mans. Now Dage has a half second of penalty. Mazak in the 1st place, so I think Mazak will overtake Dage due to the penalty. Zenon Ballon the 5th place, and Zenon Ballon sees the 3rd place. It's very, very close to Mazak. And remember, 1 second or 2 seconds of difference right here in La Sarthe that is very long with a long straight could be they're not so much. Now take a look at Faster and Zenon Ballon. Bella Mirko questa scia. Zenon Ballon faster che si tirano dietro.
Sì, devono obbligatoriamente tirarsi la scia, come dicevamo prima, per consumare di meno anche, quindi, e non perdere terreno da tutti quelli davanti, come menzionavamo prima, il momento di Prost, che non riusciva a rientrare, non avendo il favore appunto della scia di quelli davanti. Ora si stanno leggermente allontanando, però qualcuno prende sempre penalità, quindi questo gruppetto rimane sempre tutto bello compatto. Vediamo tutte le macchine una dietro l'altra, tra l'altro in una lobby polacca, possiamo dire.
Sì, infatti. Dage, 1 second and a half of penalty. Very big mistake of Dage. Mazak will take the third place safely without problems. And we were talking about the fuel consumption. They have to still be focused on the fuel, because if you stay right close behind, in front, behind the car in front of you, you have you use less fuel than the other ones. So right now we have Mazak taking the third place, Zenon Ballon taking the fourth place. Faster jumps down to the fifth place, but Mikey is coming up. Is coming up. His teammate. They are teammates. Remember, Mikey is in the sixth place. Whoa! Who's on the grass? Who's on the grass? Thanos has problems. Salvi has big problems. Salvi jumped down to the 10th place and jumped through the grass with Thanos, so they had some problems right here. Take a look at the track limits. Gran Turismo is very, very strict about the track limits, and Salvi has a big problem. Rosie is on the pit, so right now Rosie is pitting right now, and
Crash.
there's a crash.
Prost.
Very big problems for Prost in the second track. Right now we have Rosie that makes some strategy, and we are about the fourth place. Probably is an undercut of Rosie. Stormyfly jumps in the first place, but remember, they have to do all one pit stop. So they have to change the tires, the fuel consumption. So they have to refill the fuel. So they have to go to the pit stop. But there's a little bit strategy, and Rosie, I think, has done the strategy at the end of the third round. Stavo dicendo, Mirko, appunto, adesso si va di strategia box. Secondo me Rosie sta facendo l'undercut proprio per cercare di arrivare fino in fondo e magari provare a sfruttare il pit stop degli altri.
Sì, infatti, guarda, in chat ci chiedono se siamo a conoscenza della gomma di Prost, quindi della tipologia del pneumatico, se è una gomma dura o una gomma media, potrebbe essere anche su una strategia diversa.
Sì.
Lo vedremo appena appunto
Prost prenderà.
Andremo, qua Zenon Bannon, un cambio fenomenale, perché per averlo passato così di slancio. Il motore della sua Ferrari va a meraviglia.
Sì. Remember, we are with Ferrari 458. Crash. A crash between Mikey, Zenon Ballon, and Zenon Ballon has half second of penalty too. So right now, I think Gran Turismo will give some penalties to the crashers, probably, because if it is a normal incident, probably Gran Turismo does not give the penalty. Date in the fourth place, and Mikey, they are battling, and they are Mikey on the wall. Mikey lost the car and goes on the wall right through the turn 4 from Mulsanne straight to the Mulsanne curve. So right now we will see Prost the type of tires he has in his setup. No, Prost, Rosie, sorry, because they have to change the tires. Prost in the 7th place is the 7th place now is going up through the mistakes of some some drivers. And remember, they are still focused. Dage now has problems. They have all problems because the times are going up 3 minutes 56 seconds, 3 minutes 58 seconds. So I think the tires has done they have done right now. Mikey in the 7th place, Prost in the 8th place. Mirko, stavo dicendo che penso stanno aumentando i tempi e penso che le gomme siano ormai andate perché vedo tanti errori oltretutto.
Sì, quindi segno che molti saranno in questa fase su ancora gomma media, come abbiamo visto togliere a, se non ricordo male, prima a Mike, no? Sì, Mike era primo. Quindi adesso tutti i box erano con gomma dura, Storm, Mazak, Fast, Dej, Thanos. Retard compound, Prost go to box in this moment.
Now Rosie is coming up. Rosie is coming up. Rosie, that made the first pit stop right now, is closing up to the box, and right now is getting his first place. And remember Rosie, but yes, right now Rosie, I think will go up to the first place. Yes, Rosie is going back to the first place. And remember, they have the fuel consumption, they have the tire consumption, they have Mazak as Stormifly's medium tires, as well as I think Rosie and Thanos, or probably Rosie started the race with medium tires and now he has the hard tires. Now we will see through the times of Mazak and Stormifly if they were getting close to Rosie. I think they have an inverted strategy between Rosie and Mazak and the other ones, because I think Rosie had the medium tires and Mazak and Stormifly the hard tires. And right now is all inverted. Those inverted Dage, big problems of Dage. Probably the tires are not done right now for and in the first place they have to go through the temperature, and now they are going through the Mulsanne straight with two chicanes, with La Arche chicane and La Florendière chicane, and then they have the Mulsanne turn for Zenon Ballon, 1 second of penalty. And for Zenon Ballon, very big problems with a lot of penalties, and now he's in the 8th place. He fought for the 3rd place, and right now he's in the 8th place. 1.5 seconds of difference between Stormifly and Mazak, faster. 5 seconds behind Stormifly, but 3 seconds away from Thanos. And Thanos, he has to look behind to Dage, that is in the 6th place. And adesso parliamo in italiano. Quanta scia si ottiene qui da sto rettilineo lungo? Cioè,
parecchia perché
tipo quanti secondi di differenza devono esserci per ottenere la scia? 1 secondo più o meno?
Dovremmo essere intorno alla distanza che hai detto tu, più o meno sul secondo. Poi bisogna contare anche che il cambio fa la differenza, perché bisogna anche arrivare con il giusto spunto e avere la giusta velocità anche una volta che esci dalla scia.
Sì.
Perché una volta uscito dalla scia l'aria che va a collidere con la vettura incide parecchio, quindi se non si ha una velocità molto, molto alta nei confronti del pilota che si vuole andare a sorpassare, portare l'attacco in maniera sicura prima delle chicane o dell'ultima curva, che è molto impegnativa, del rettilineo, è difficoltoso.
So we were talking about the also known halo effect through the Mulsanne Strait, and I said that about 1 second of difference is the maximum halo effect you can obtain from the car in front of you. But right now we go through the race because we are on the 5th lap. Salvi 7th place, Zenon Balan big problems for him today. 8th place for him. Faster 4th place for Faster, and is and
Where is
Thanos.
Prost?
Prost is in the
Prost,
9th
ninth
place.
position.
9th place. Very big problems for Prost that won the first race, the first 3 laps, but right now he had big problems. He is still in the group. He didn't going back. He didn't recover his race, and right now he's still fighting for the 8th and 9th place. Oh, yellow flag, yellow flag. Someone is outside of the track. Someone is outside of the track. Rosie is still in the first place with 3 minutes 54 seconds. So a very good time for Rosie. Mazak and Stormyfly. 6/10 of seconds of difference. Right now, Stormyfly is very close, and Mazak sees him through the rearview mirrors on the right side, on the left side, and now they go through the Mulsanne Strait. And let's see the halo effect between Mazak and Stormyfly. And Mazak has 1 second of penalty. So I think Stormyfly can take and can overtake Mazak with no problems and going through the 2nd place. And I think Stormyfly is faster than Rosie too, because 2 seconds and 2.6 seconds of difference. They are not so much right here for the last lap. Rosie is still right there, and we are on the half straight of Mulsanne Strait. We are going through the Mulsanne Strait, and now Mazak will pay the deceleration, will pay 1 second, and you pay not only 1 second, but about 2.23 seconds because of the acceleration and acceleration too. So right now we are expecting Stormyfly going through the 2nd place, and Rosie, he has to look behind for the last lap. Faster in the 4th place. Thanos in the 5th place. Very big mistake for Mazak because I think right now is very very hard to recover to the 2nd place. Mirko, stavo dicendo appunto, brutto errore di Mazak proprio adesso a beccarsi 1 secondo di penalità. Mirko? I don't hear Mirko. I think Mirko has crashed. My teammate has. No, eccolo qua.
Sorry, but my microphone is down.
No, dicevamo, fare un errore adesso con quel...
Sì, Mazak ha pagato il secondo di penalità, dovrà pagare il secondo di penalità, quindi qua. Stormfly lo passerà molto agevolmente, e chi avrà un pochettino più di problemi sarà Rosie, perché ha cambiato le gomme un giro prima di tutti gli altri.
Sì,
e in una pista così lunga pagherà.
Si stanno avvicinando e vedo Stormyfly che ne ha veramente di più. Ne ha tantissimo.
In classifica Rosie ha avuto la fortuna di avere la pista abbastanza libera in fase di partenza, quindi poter gestire anche i suoi tempi ottimi.
Però adesso Stormyfly
il giro veloce suo. Il giro veloce suo, però, quindi diamo i meriti a Rosie.
Sì.
Che meritano, ma Stormfly mi sembra che era finito anche dietro a inizio gara. Prost aveva iniziato dietro perché era partito ultimo per la griglia invertita, ma se non ricordo male Stormfly aveva avuto un problema per cui era scalato in 8ª o 9ª posizione nei primi 2 giri, quindi un recupero sensazionale da parte del pilota olandese.
Sì, quindi veramente
Rosie ha perso un secondo.
Sì. Rossi ha perso il secondo. So we were talking about that Stormyfly has more than enough than Rosie. Rosie lost 1 second in the last lap. I think the wrong strategy of Rosie because he has done the undercut, but I think the hard tires are all about 3 laps and they were done. But right now I think his hard tires are done, and Stormyfly with medium tires has more grip than Rosie, and right now is on the chicane, and now they are going on the chicane. Sorry, we are on the first turn, and we are going to the Mulsanne Straight. And I think now, right now, Stormyfly, we are inside of Stormyfly, taking off Rosie, and I think we'll have the overtake. Right now, Rosie is trying to close the door, but is inside. Stormyfly goes through the good overtake of Stormyfly, but Rosie is still fighting back. Problem for Stormyfly through the chicane, but right now Stormyfly doesn't force the overtake. He's expecting the perfect spot to do the overtake, but right now is very fast. Stormyfly is very fast, but Rosie is fighting back. Rosie doesn't want to give up. Right now in the Mulsanne Straight, we have another chicane right here. We have the La Florandière chicane, and then we will go to the turn 4 to the Mulsanne turn. Rosie is going back right now. Great overtake of Stormyfly. Bellissimo sorpasso di Stormyfly.
Sì, tra l'altro arriva alla seconda chicane perché alla prima si è difeso benissimo Rosi.
E ancora non molla.
E ancora non molla, è ancora lì, quindi ora sicuramente diventa un pochettino più impegnativo questo tratto per il pilota polacco, che deve anche guardarsi le spalle da Mazak.
Sì, infatti.
In questa ultima parte di gara.
Sì, infatti.
E a breve la regia ovviamente andrà su Stormyfly che andrà poi fra qualche curva a tagliare il traguardo. Qua li vedo ancora un pochettino scaglionati,
però alla fine Rosie now he has to look back to Mazak because Mazak is really going up more than a second of Stormyfly, difference between Stormyfly and Rosie. 2 seconds from Rosie and Mazak, but it's not so much. And now we have the technical track of La Sarthe, because La Sarthe is divided between a great straight and then some technical curves, the Indianapolis, the Arnage, the Porsche curve, and right now we have Stormyfly that is gaining 1 second and 2, and Rosie has tried to fight back to defend his position, but Stormyfly, I think, has more than Rosie, and Rosie can be proud of his second place because he has a very good place. Thanos made the fastest lap with 3 minutes 53 seconds, but Stormyfly right now is going through the last curves, the last turns, and I think Stormyfly made a very, very strong race, and gives a message to all the Lounge G, because he won the race very, very strong. And Rosie second place, Mazak in the third place, faster in the fourth place, Thanos the fastest lap of the track, fifth place, and now Zenon Ballon comes back. Despite the difficulties and penalties, sixth place for Thanos. Prost made finally the 7th place. Mickey the 8th place. 9th place for Sarthe, and the big problems of Dage. Another penalty of Dage, half second, and Dage is in the 10th place. Insomma, alla fine Prost è riuscito a risalire 3 posizioni, ma Stormyfly ha lanciato un messaggio veramente forte.
Sì, Stormyfly ha dimostrato in questa gara, che è anche in quella precedente, che potrebbe essere lui oggi l'uomo da battere, anche se nella prima gara ha vinto Prost, che comunque si è classificato settimo, quindi qualche problema in più per lui in questa gara. Adesso aspettiamo che arriva anche Dej, purtroppo in ultima posizione il pilota polacco, che comunque se l'è giocata sempre, quindi ultima parte con le ultime chicane impegnative, caratteristiche del circuito di la Sarthe.
Sì, infatti.
Ci regala anche
Ecco
questo
qua.
mezzo traverso
A drift.
a Little Drift.
A little
Eccolo
drift.
qua. E more.
And now,
Canada.
right now, the second race is up. The second race is done, and Stormyfly, very very strong victory through the Lobby G. Right here, the third round of Gtfusion World Championship, Lobby G amateur category. So right now, we will take some minutes, we will have a break, and we will go back. We will come back with a new qualifiers for the other two races. Quindi ragazzi, adesso ci prendiamo una piccola pausa, un po' di pubblicità e poi naturalmente andiamo per le qualifiche della gara 3 e poi gara 4.
A dopo.
So we're back live from the DC Team Extracam channel. Remember, subscribe our channel, Extracam channel. We will have some big news in the next season of DC Team. So, but right here we are on Gtfusion round 3. We are from the track of La Sarthe, the 24 hours of Le Mans. Right here with me is Mirko, the president of DC Team.
Hello, good night.
We are here for the second part of the round 3 Group G of Gtfusion, live from La Sarthe, 1 week away from the 24 hours of Le Mans. So you can see how will go the 24 hours of Le Mans, and Ferrari will be in the 24 hours of Le Mans. And now we have 15 minutes of qualifying for the race 3. And remember, race 3 is of 3 laps, and the fourth race will be another 7 laps with inverted places. So who will win the third race will start the fourth race from the 10th place. We have a lobby of 6 drivers from Poland, 2 drivers from Italy, 1 driver from Netherlands, and 1 driver is from Greek. So we all salute them tonight. We will greet them in their language, and except for the Netherlands that understands very well English. And I know that in Netherlands English is the second language. So right here we are with the Ferrari 458 with free setup. So we expected some strategies from the drivers and different setups from the drivers, and that's the big problem of the big victory of a driver, because if you make a big mistake to set up your car, then you will have big problems right here in La Sarthe. We are doing our live in double language, Italian and English, because Gtfusion is international, but we are streaming our championship right here in Italy. Quindi adesso parliamo un po' di italiano, Mirko. Stavo dicendo appunto che essendo tutti con auto uguale, sicuramente il setup fa la differenza, no? Tra un pilota e l'altro, e quindi se sbagli il setup fai l'errore più grosso qui alla Sarthe, perché poi la paghi veramente tutta qui.
Sì, possiamo anche immaginare che i piloti abbiano più setup, quindi un setup magari per la short race, la gara di 3 giri che andranno ad affrontare successivamente a questo turno di qualifica, e magari un setup che risparmia un pochettino più il carburante e
Sì.
gestisce meglio la gomma in una gara un pochettino più lunga, come la seconda parte, praticamente il doppio, qualcosina in più. Quindi ora il Prost sarà il primo a lanciarsi. Prost che nella gara corta ha dimostrato di saperci fare.
Sì, infatti. So we are here. Prost is going up in this launching himself for the lap right here, and Prost we were talking about him, and we were talking about in the short race he has a very big qualities, but in the second race he had very big problems, because I think he is going through a battle in the middle of the group and he didn't recover his race. And we were talking about the different setups of the Ferrari from the short race to from the short track, and the second and the long track, especially to save the fuel in the long track. But right now we are inside of Prost with this Ferrari, and we are inside of now we are on the straight of La Sarthe. We have 2 chicane. The first one is the Larche chicane, and then through the Mulsanne Straight we have La Florandière chicane. So we have 2 chicanes that make some break to the long straight of La Sarthe. I have some curiosities for you from La Sarthe because I prepared some curiosities for you, and another curiosity that in the early years of the race, a famous Le Mans style start of La Sarthe was used. Drivers had to run across the track up to their packet cars and start the race. This practice was discontinued due safety concerns. Allora, lo dico anche in italiano, non so se lo sapevi Mirko. Qual era lo start della 24 ore di Le Mans all'inizio? Perché adesso partono tutti dalla macchina tranquillamente, ma prima l'inizio della gara arrivava attraverso una bella corsetta dove le auto...
Verso la vettura.
Esatto, però insomma non era tanto sicura la cosa, alla fine hanno deciso di mettersi in riga con il motorsport, però non è la prima volta che leggo di queste particolarità.
Ogni tanto viene riutilizzata da qualcuno questa
Sì.
formula. Ricordo di averla vista in un'edizione della gara del ranch organizzata proprio da Valentino Rossi.
Ah, sì.
E andiamo nel motociclismo, ma anche quello di andare a balzare sulla moto per andare ad affrontare una gara è una cosa molto particolare.
Sì, infatti.
Ovviamente per questioni di sicurezza nelle gare e nelle competizioni ufficiali ormai vietato.
Sì. So I have a question for all the chat that is following us through DC Team Extracam DC Team GT Sports Extracam channel. I have a question for you, and let's see who knows the answer. Who knows the answer? So about the curiosities of Le Mans, I am asking you, who covered the greatest distance during the 24 hours of Le Mans? Who covered, which team covered, and when happened this maximum coverage of Le Mans during the 24 hours of Le Mans? And remember, about talking about the 24 hours of Le Mans, is a big movie called Le Mans 66 that is the story of the Ford GT beating the Ferrari. So right now, let's see some places. We are 8 minutes in the qualifying, 15 minutes, of qualifying. So 15 minutes are about 4 laps to do in the qualifying. And Mikey is in the first place. Thanos, the second place. Xenonbaron, the third place. And right now we have some new drivers coming up. Because I expected Prost, but Prost is 3 seconds behind. And right now, Prost is launching himself through the Mulsanne Straight. Let's see what will do Prost, because he had some problems in the first qualify. Dicevo Mirko, problemi per Prost, ma soprattutto Mikey si è portato in testa per il momento e Stormfly è il secondo.
Sì, Stormfly che ha fatto il secondo tempo. Tra gli ultimi piloti che andavano a completare il giro, credo che Prost abbia fatto un errore nel primo giro lanciato e ovviamente costretto a continuare perché non avrebbe il tempo per effettuare il pit, cambiare le gomme e effettuare un giro di lancio, un giro buono. Quindi mentre qui 2 piloti HRT si aiutano, Salvi parcheggia, mi sembra, non so come mai.
Salvi
quei 2 piloti HRT si tirano la scia.
Sì, infatti. We were talking about let's see, the 2 teammates of HRT teams, Mikey and Foster. They are doing the halo effect because Mikey is in the first place and now is launching faster to going up through the places. And right now, let's see, Prost has big problems. I think has problems of setup because right now, but he has the first time right now in the first part of the race. Rosie now, Dates is coming through Rosie in the 10th place, but right now Rosie is in the sixth place. I think will be a little bit of strategy about the third race, going up through the fourth race. A proposito, Mirko, parliamo dei punteggi. Sono sempre gli stessi punteggi assegnati per la gara short e gara lunga?
No, in realtà c'è una configurazione di punteggio molto articolata per quanto riguarda Gtfusion, che al momento non saprei esprimerti nel migliore dei modi, quindi sicuramente mi attrezzerò per la prossima volta. Intanto a breve inizierà la finale.
Sì, infatti, pole position per Mikey, Stormyfly, Thanos, Xenon Baron, Mazak, the host of the lobby. So thank you, Mazak. Rosie, Salve, Faster, Prost in the 9th place, and H in the 10th place. So now we will go to the short track. 3 laps right here. We're here and launched a launch start with Mikey in the first place, Stormyfly the second place, Thanos in the third place, and right now will be pure adrenaline because we have only 3 laps, 10 minutes of race, and then we will have the seven laps with inverted places from the result of the third race. So right here, all together, no problems, no contacts between the drivers. Xenon Balon, we are here with Xenon Balon in the 4th place, Mazak 5th place. Now I expect some penalties because the racetrack limits are very strict right here in Gran Turismo 7. Mikey is still on the first place. Xenon Balon, very good view of Xenon Balon in the 4th place. But right now, Mikey, Stormyfly goes through Mikey, and on the chicane, he overtakes Mikey for the first place. But right now, Mikey is fighting back in the second part of the straight, on Mulsanne Straight. And now they go to the La Flandière chicane, the halo effect from Stormyfly goes through Mikey, and now Mikey has the advantage to attack Stormyfly inside. Stormyfly chooses the outside trajectory inside, but right now Stormyfly is inside, closes the door to Mikey. Thanos is very, very close to Mikey, and now Thanos is fighting back for the second position. Xenon Balon in the 4th place, but right now let's stay to the first 3 because it's a very good battle for the first place. There are 3, and they are increasing the distance between the 3rd and the 4th. The Xenon Balon and Mazak is going back. Salvi and Rosie are fighting for the 6th place, and then we have Deitch, Prost, and another one that I don't remember the name, but sorry. Stormyfly still in the first place, and Stormyfly has won the long track. Per i nostri amici italiani, tutti attaccati, Mirko?
Tutti attaccati, tra l'altro appunto abbiamo aperto anche il pronostico nella chat, quindi se qualcuno vuole dirci chi sarà il vincitore della gara abbiamo aperto un sondaggino.
Sì, quindi votate.
Mentre qui si attaccano Xenon Balon, Thanos,
sono tutti
Mike.
Sono tutti lì.
Sfruttano tutta la pista. Xenon Balon non vuole perdere il posteriore di Thanos.
Infatti.
Sono tutti e 6 attaccati.
Xenon Balon is closing to Thanos. Mikey is very close to Stormyfly. No one wants to give up his position, and no one wants to give up to the car in front of him. The difference are very, very close, half second between them. And I think they're increasing the distance between the 4th and the 5th place fifth place, where Salve is going up very good in this short track of the third race of round 3 of Gtfusion Lobby Group G of the amateur category. Remember, tomorrow night will be the pro categories, and now Thanos is fighting back. We are on the second lap. We are going, and Thanos has 1 second and a half of penalty, and it will be a very big mistake right here, because in the second lap, taking a penalty, a big penalty like that, is is like a suicide for me right now. Dicevo, Mirko, è quasi un suicidio prendersi 1,5 secondi di ritardo adesso.
Sì, qua essendo tutti in gruppo, però guarda, potrebbe anche permetterti di non perdere tanto tempo, ovvero ovvio che non prendere penalità sicuramente è la cosa migliore, però prenderla senza avere nessuno vicino ti toglie anche riferimenti e ti toglie scia, quindi potrebbe essere una soluzione, cioè una situazione particolare, ma meno negativa del previsto.
Quindi ragazzi, votate intanto chi sarà il vincitore della terza gara. So guys, vote. We opened the poll about the winner of the third race, Stormyfly. At the moment, he has the first place, and Deitch has very big problems to stay on the track with Faster in the 8th place, Deitch in the 7th place. The battle of the 7th place between the two Polish drivers, and right now the two drivers of Poland are going through the La Sarthe Strait, going through the Laflandière chicane. Stormyfly still in the first place, but Mikey doesn't give up, and now we are on the second lap, a long lap. We are on the second lap, and Stormyfly is defending his first position. Mikey in the second place, Xenon Ballon going up through the third place, and Thanos fourth place. He paid the penalty right now, and so he has to look back in the fifth position that Salve is coming back. Mikey inside the turn 4. Mikey Stormyfly is looking Mikey through the rear view mirror, and Xenon Ballon is coming through the battle for the first place. I think will be a good battle in the last lap. So let's see. Mikey is still outside, and now he tries to choose the best trajectory, especially right now that's going through the through the next turn on the left side, but still Stormyfly is defending very, very good. Xenon Ballon, the tires outside of the track. Grandissimo duello. Thanos si è preso un'altra penalità e Salve intanto fa il drift.
Sì, deve recuperarla qua, vediamo il muso muoversi proprio segno di scodata.
Sì.
Xenon Ballon che sta guardando questa battaglia da dietro e stava sfruttando scia un po' a destra o a sinistra come sta facendo adesso.
Sì.
Questa è una curva difficilissima, infatti Stormfly l'ha messa un pochettino di traverso, ma è riuscito a rimettersi davanti a Mike e ancora a Xenon Ballon che adesso ha mollato leggermente il colpo, forse voleva stare distante da qualsiasi guaio. Ora entrano nell'ultimo giro, avranno anche la gomma, non dico cotta, ma quasi.
So let's go through the last lap. Xenon Ballon. Oh, there's some problems. Nice. I have some problems.
Just a minute. Alex, just a minute. Ok. Andiamo in pubblicità, Ale, magari.
So we are back. We are back. We had technical problems, but right now we are all through this technical problem. So I think the winner was Stormyfly, and the second one was Mikey. But right now we are going inside the lobby to see the last race, the fourth race of tonight. But right now we have some technical problems of uploading.
Yes.
Yes, here we are. Here we go. So Stormyfly won the faster in the second place. So Mikey, I think I had the brake problems to retain his second place, and Zenon Ballon went down to the fourth place. Mazak in the fifth place. But right now we are starting. We are starting the Lobby G round 3, the fourth race, and we will see Prost from the first place. The first place and the second place from for Mazak. The third place is for Rosie, Dage the fourth place, Danos the fifth place, sixth place for Salvi, Zenenbalum starting from the seventh, Mikey from the eighth, Faster from the ninth, and Stormy from the last position. Deve esserci stato, Mirko, qualche problema per Zenon Balon, che lo avevamo lasciato in terza posizione.
Sì, qua intanto ci dà la classifica, mostra ancora in gara, però dovrebbe essere questa la classifica di arrivo, quindi adesso andranno poi a creare una nuova lobby, di nuovo con la gara da 7 giri, quindi classifica invertita, sarà, infatti sta terminato la partita. Quindi avremo l'assalto dei piloti polacchi da dietro alla prima posizione.
Io dico di tornare un attimo in pubblicità nel frattempo che creano la stanza e poi andiamo con la partenza.
Sì, esatto, tanto
We're taking another little break and we will go back in a few minutes.
gara.
So we are back. We're back live for Gtfusion round 3 from Sarthe, race 4, and now we have 7 laps with inverted places from the third race. So we have Prost starting from the pole position, and right now is starting Dates in the second place, Rosie in the third place, and right here, let's see how they will start with Prost in the second place, and now is a long race with the tires to change, to save the fuel. So, guys, we will have some very special problems for all the drivers tonight. So here we go with Prost with a great start with H starting. Very good with him. Thanos, the third place. For Salvi in the fourth place. Faster, fifth place, and the others. Let's see what will do Stormyfly, because Stormyfly won the third race, the short track, and now he has to go through all the group to go to attack the first places. Bella partenza di Prost. Mirko si è dimostrato che sa partire alla grande soprattutto.
Sì, è un pochettino altalenante perché l'abbiamo trovato prima in difficoltà in gara 2 e in gara 3, ora proverà a fare diversamente, mentre qua vediamo Salvi e Thanos alla prima chicane. Attenzione, vedo una fumata là dietro, qualcuno che è arrivato al bloccaggio, ritorna di nuovo sul rettilineo con Rossi, e qua c'è la schiera di piloti polacchi dalla quinta alla nona posizione.
Quindi soprattutto adesso Mike a ottava posizione, Stormyfly, eccolo qua, nona, e Mazak in decima posizione. So now Stormyfly going through Mike for the overtake of the 8th place, and now Stormyfly has to recover his place, the place from the third race to going through the victory for the in the fourth race. And if Stormyfly wins 3 races of 4 right here tonight. So let's go to see how the position.
Two races of 3.
2 races of 3. But if he wins the fourth place, if he wins the fourth, will be 3 races tonight.
Contact.
Now, who was Mazak? I think Mazak and.
Stormyfly.
Stormyfly is still on the last the last position. So Stormyfly has made a big mistake, but Prost has 1 second of penalty, and we are saying through all these races that the strict rules of Gran Turismo are very strict, despite to the wideness of the track, because the track is very wide and they can do the overtake very well, but
penalty for Prost.
Yes, and right now Dage goes to the first place and Prost loses the second place, and I think he has to go look back to Thanos in the third place that is taking a look to Prost, and Prost has to see the mirrors, and right here Thanos is trying to attack inside Prost, but right now Prost is defending very well his second place. But right now we have half second of penalty of Dates that this week, this Saturday, has a lot of mistakes, a lot of problems, and a lot of penalties. And Dates go, and Rosie has a penalty too in the 5th place, and Salvi goes through the 4th. And right now he can look over to Thanos to conquer the 3rd place. Insomma, Mirko, stiamo vedendo subito penalità, ma secondo me anche la stanchezza un po'.
Sì, sono gare che alla lunga, poi soprattutto su questo tracciato, possono stancare. Siamo anche a fine settimana, un orario molto tardo, quindi
siamo stanchi anche noi. Quindi...
Siamo stanchi noi, esattamente, figuriamoci loro magari davanti alle postazioni. Quindi ricordiamo anche gli sponsor del Gtfusion, Next Level Racing. Mentre stiamo inquadrando, la regia del buon Cicerbola ci sta inquadrando Prost che si è attaccato al posteriore di Dej, che ha penalità.
Sì. So we were talking about the fact that it's very late for us, and we are all in Central European time plus 1 hour. So we're not on the UK hour. I think Stormyfly is 1 hour before us, so we are an hour late of Stormyfly. But it's Saturday after a week of working, so I think the drivers are all tired. So that's the reason of these penalties, I think, tonight. Now Prost is still on the first place, despite of a 1 second of penalty. Deitch in the second place, and he has a half second of penalty. And right now, Thanos is coming back through the ditch and is going inside and takes the second place. And right now we have to think about the strategy, because we are on the second lap, and about the third and the fourth lap there will be a pit stop to change the tires, to refill the fuel, and they have to save the fuel, especially right here in La Sarthe circuit, in La Sarthe straight, because with halo effect they can save some fuel. And right now Deitch is trying to attack one more time Thanos, but Deitch has to pay half second of penalty. So Prost, and now Deitch goes inside. Prost is going up, but not so much. And I think the different setups right now will be the difference of the result of the race. Dicevo Mirko appunto che adesso come adesso, oltre alla stanchezza, naturalmente dovranno fare anche strategia di pit stop, e quella farà veramente la differenza adesso.
Sì, farà sicuramente la differenza, perché il consumo gomme e carburante su questa pista è il carburante per quanto riguarda i rettilini purtroppo che ci sono. Stop, un problema audio, ok, perfetto. I consumi di carburante che abbiamo sui rettilini e nelle tratti veloci, praticamente tutti, e il consumo carburante che abbiamo nelle curve in appoggio, per i consumi impostati in stanza, si fanno sentire. Quindi giro 3, giro 4 il punto di cambio.
È il punto di cambio. Vedremo chi farà l'undercut, soprattutto. Vedremo chi
non ha pagato prima.
Non ha pagato. So guys, we were talking about the strategies of the pit stop, and we were talking about the undercut. Didn't pay in the last second race, because the undercut was a very big problem. So I think the pit stop goes through the fourth lap, but right now we have to see the strategy, we have to see the tires, we have to see the fuel, and some drivers has the medium tires, some drivers has the hard tires, and they have a different way of doing their job. So some technical problems for me too, sorry. There will be some different ways to do their job for the tires. So I think the strategy will be very, very important right here. Third lap. At the moment, Prost, we have 3 minutes, 55 seconds for the fastest lap. But I think Prost has the hard tires, and probably all the drivers has the hard tires, because no one did the pit stop. So I think in the fourth place will be a very, very big group of the pit stop. Questa volta a Mirko non abbiamo visto nessuno fermarsi molto presto, per cui
sì,
presumo
i primi arriveranno alla fine di questo giro, perché il terzo è appena iniziato. Sicuramente Stormfly VR46 è un pochettino in difficoltà in quest'ultima gara di giornata, in difficoltà che invece non ha Prost, perché qua dietro Dej e Thanos continuano a scornarsi, a prendere penalità e a rallentare il loro ritmo, che va tutto a favore del pilota Incr.
Sì, infatti continuano a prendere penalità. Now we'll see Thanos and Dej taking 2 penalties of 1 second, and they have looked back to Zenon Banon and Salvi. They are battling for the 4th and the 5th place. But right now, let's see Dage and Thanos. How will they go through this penalty, because Salvi is very fast right behind them, and Faster and Mikey are right there. So I think the battle for the 3rd place, the 2nd and the 3rd place, is still open. But Prost right now is going very, very up, and the times are very, very good for Prost. And I think he has the advantage. Right now, Dage and Thanos going very, very wide, and Salvi goes through the 3rd place, Faster in the 4th place, and they have still the penalty to pay right now, and I think is a big mistake for Dage and Mikey. And right now Salvi is in the 3rd place. Mikey has a half second of penalty. I think they are all tired right now, because it's very, very now it's very, very late for us. It's 11 p.m., so it's very, very late. Now Mikey and Dage are paying the penalty, and they are going outside of the race, of the track. And now another penalty for Stormyfly. Big problems for Stormyfly in the 4th race. So let's see. Prost is still increasing his advantage to Salvi. Salvi is battling for the 2nd place with Faster and Thanos 3rd and 4th place. So very open battle for the 2nd place. And Prost, I think Prost has the advantage of free track, so he can go very, very solid for the 1st place. Dicevo che appunto in tutta questa, appunto, tra penalità, battaglie varie, Prost è quello più avvantaggiato con pista libera.
Sì, sicuramente questo lo avvantaggerà anche in termini di consumi generici.
E nessuno ha fatto il pit stop, Nessuno ha fatto il pit stop di quelli
Sì,
davanti.
vedo che vanno dritti. Prima hanno scelto di partire con la dura, qua aggressivo l'ingresso. Salvi sfiora molto il cordolo rosso, molto alto, quindi segno anche del non voler andare a sfruttare una parte di pista che magari per il suo assetto può essere dannosa. Quindi qua si trova attaccato però da Fast.
Intanto salutiamo Schechter che ci è venuto a trovare. Ciao Schechter.
Sì, ciao Schechter.
Ciao Schechter. Ricordiamo un po' per chi ci sta seguendo in italiano che comunque questa sera è doppio commento italiano-inglese, proprio per dato che Fusion è una federazione internazionale, è giusto un po', visto che ho la fortuna di poterlo parlare abbastanza bene, insomma, di potersi adattare anche alla lingua inglese. Purtroppo non conosciamo né il polacco, né il greco, né l'olandese, anche se l'olandese, diciamo che gli olandesi come seconda lingua quasi madre parlano tutti l'inglese. So let's go to the race, because after the 3rd lap no one made the pit stop, and I think this is the lap they all do a pit stop to change the tires right now, but no one at the moment has chosen to change the tires, and we are through Lamuzan Strait, through the chicanes of Lamuzan Strait, and now we will go to the turn 4 to see who will take some positions. But right now we have two Italians. Mazak is in. Mazak and Mike battling for the 6th place, but we have two Italians in the 1st and 2nd place, and I hope as Italian that they will keep their places. I think was a big mistake for Stormyfly. I think made a big mistake. Mazak took the 5th place, Mikey the 6th place, 7th place for Stormyfly, 8th place for Rosie, and big problems for Stormyfly that won the last race, the race 3, but right now he has big problems in a big group of Poland drivers like Mikey, like Mazak, like Rosie. It is the Netherlands drivers between the Poland drivers. Thanos has 5 seconds between
It's a
Thanos and
sandwich.
Mikey.
It's a sandwich for
Yes.
Stormfly.
So right now we have Stormfly battling for the 6th place, and in the 5th place they see the 5th place. But right now, Prost, Salvi, and Faster are increasing their advantage against the group, and I see from the GPS. Oh, big problems, drifting. Now we are on the technical. We are on the Indianapolis Arnage, Porsche Cube, Maison Blanche, Ford Chicane, and Dunlop Curve. So now they have the technical spot to do right here in La Sarthe.
Stormfly.
Now Stormfly, Mazak, they are 4 for 1 place, the 6th place, and in the 5th place, Mikey.
Stormfly very fast in this part of race, and box for Prost.
I think, yes, pit stop for Prost.
Hard compound.
Hard compound for Prost, and I think all the drivers are the hard compound. Rosie and Zenon Ballon battling for the 8th place. In the pit lane. Rosie. And there will be some issue
crash
between Zenon Ballon and Rosie, because in the pit lane they made a crash. So right now we have all the drivers in the pit stop. So I think that right now
all drivers with hard compound.
Hard compound, and now they have all the medium compounds. So you see Faster that didn't save so much fuel. For example, Salvi did save more fuel than the others, as well as Mazak, but Prost stays back to the first position. Salvi 5 seconds between Prost and Salvi, and right now we are on the 5th lap, and it's very a long distance between Salvi and Prost, and Salvi has the penalty too. Thanos can come back, and Faster can come back too. Avere mezzo secondo di penalità, Mirko, adesso è veramente complicata.
Sì, tra l'altro questo è un momento in cui...
Un momento determinante, secondo me.
Sì, perché tutti i piloti devono ritrovare il grip con un compound diverso. Abbiamo visto quanto ha pagato la strategia di Stormfly, che purtroppo è finito molto dietro. Zenon Ballon e Rozzi purtroppo hanno avuto il contatto, infatti nella corsia dei box probabilmente avranno tutti e due penalità, quindi la loro si sentirà molto di più. Rozzi fortunatamente non l'ha presa, ma la distanza da appunto l'inquadrato Prost è altissima. Salvi penalità mezzo secondo.
Sì. So we are on I think the defining moment of the race is right here, because Salvi has the half second of penalty. Thanos is looking for the 2nd position, and Faster is not so is trying to go back through the first 3 places. Mazak has a very good race, because from the 9th place went through the 5th place. But Stormfly, that we expected, Stormfly, big problems for him, problems for Dage, problems for Mikey, and right now Prost has made the fastest lap of the race with 3 minutes 55 seconds with hard compound. Now they have the medium compound. Now they have less fuel than the start, so I think they can go through 3 minutes 54 seconds 53 seconds. So Stormfly, 8th place for him. Big problems in this 4th race of tonight, and 3 seconds for Zenon Ballon, I think, due to the crash between Zenon Ballon and his and another and chi era l'altro, Mirko?
Uno era Zenon Ballon e l'altro dovrebbe essere Rozzi.
Okay. I think yes, 3 seconds of penalty due to the crash of Rosie and Zenon Ballon. So right here, oh,
Salvi, penalty.
but Salvi jumped in the first position, so I think Prost made a mistake, and Prost jumped down in the second position. Thanos is right close to Prost for the second place, and Salvi has the penalty. He paid the penalty. Right now, they are going back. Prost and Thanos, the battle for the first place, and Thanos now is trying to overtake outside because
gap goes down. The gap goes down. The gap.
The gap. The gap is going down, but now Salvi he has to look back to Thanos and Prost is trying to go through the halo effect of Thanos, and now they are closing in 1 second, 3 places in 1 second. So the battle for the first place will go through the sixth round, and Faster can go back if the battle go very, very rough between the 3 drivers right there. Dicevo, Mirko, che se la battaglia diventa veramente tosta lì davanti, potrebbe approfittarne addirittura Faster.
Potrebbe addirittura guadagnarci Faster, sì. E portare la prima bandiera polacca sul podio, anche se qua Thanos vuole mettere quella greca sul primo gradino perché si è attaccato agli scarichi di Salvi, e Prost guardingo in terza posizione.
Esatto. Now
2 giri alla fine.
Now there is a strategy of taking the place and looking to the fight between the places forward and behind. Prost has to look back faster, but at the moment has a good advantage to Faster, and I think these 3 drivers has a lot to lose right now because they are fighting all for the first place, the second and the third one. So Prost now is looking back. Salvi, they are all 3 right there. Thanos is going through the first place. Salvi is trying to close the door, and Salvi has the problem. Salvi goes outside of the track. Salvi had the big problems on the first chicane. So right now we have Thanos in the first place and Prost in the second place. I hear rumors from Mirko.
Yeah, yellow flag.
So yellow flag, but right now we have Thanos that has increased his first place due to Salvi crash, and Prost is in the second place, but it's not over. We are on the 6th lap, and it's all open. Now they are 4, but right now they are coming back. Mazak and Mikey too, a lot of mistakes, and right now making a big mistake right now can be a suicide right here in the last lap, for the last lap. So now we are looking at Dage and Stormyfly. 7th and 8th place, very big problems for Stormyfly. In this 4th race, I expected Stormyfly to stay in the first 3 positions after the win of the 3rd race, but we all know they start with inverted position through the results of the 3rd race, so it's a very big problem to go through the group and taking the first places. Now we have Thanos, we have Prost, we have Salvi. They are going through the battle through the first 3 places. Penso che una cosa che sto notando, intanto Prost ha preso la prima posizione su Thanos, quindi se la regia poi può tornare sulla posizione di testa. Dicevo che Thanos comunque è il più costante di tutti, vedendo tutte le gare un po'. Probabilmente abbiamo perso Mirko, forse sì, forse no. Poi ci risponderà Mirko.
Ci sono. Sì, avevo solo mutato per rumori esterni. Dicevo, sì, Thanos quello un pochettino più costante, anche se non è riuscito a prendersi una vittoria fino adesso, però è rimasto nella prima parte della classifica,
sì,
praticamente per le prime 3 gare, ora di nuovo anche nella quarta. si trova a ridosso della prima posizione con un piede già sul podio, quindi vuole ancora migliorare la sua posizione, ma deve guardarsi le spalle da Salvi, che è stato ripreso, come dicevi tu, da Fast.
Sì, infatti. So now last lap of this fourth race of tonight, and Salvi third place, Thanos the second place. Prost took back the first position, so right now we have Thanos in the second place, and the difference between Faster, Salvi, Thanos are 1 second behind another. Mazak, 5th place, and Mikey in the sixth place. Stormyfly is battling for the 7th, but right now I think there's no turning back for Stormyfly to recover his race, to rebuild his race. Probably big problems for Zenon Balong, especially on the pit stop, with Rosie going through a crash through the pit stop lane. Right now we are here on Prost, Thanos in the second place. So Prost has 2 seconds of advantage through Thanos. Thanos has looked behind through Salvi, and right now is the battle for the second place. And Thanos and Salvi are right here to battle in the first chicane. Remember, Salvi had the big problems in the last lap, and right now he has a very good lap. Zenon Balon gives us 3 minutes 53 seconds for the fastest lap of the track. Right now Salvi is trying to catch up Thanos. Halo effect for Salvi, and now going outside and taking the second place. Thanos, but looking back, tried to fight back through Salvi for the second place. Thanos has now some drift problems. Remember, now the medium tires are really done and are really consumed right now. So, and let's see what Salvi can do. 1 second behind, he has Thanos and Faster. Thanos, he has to look back to Faster because he's very close to him, and he can pay the third place to Faster. So let's go to see. And now we have on turn 4. Now we are on the technical part. We are on the technical part of the race, and now we're going through Indianapolis, Arnage, Porsche Curve, Maison Blanche, Fort Chicane, and Dunlop Curve. So now they have to drive technical. Mazak is battling to stay in the 5th place, but Mikey does not agree with him. He's trying to take the 5th place, and he takes the 5th place right now to Mazak. But now I think the broadcaster is going to see Prost, Salvi, and Thanos. Let's see the first 3 places. Let's see the first 3 places, and I think Prost has a big advantage to Salvi. Salvi has to look back, but Thanos now he has to look back to Faster, that going through the battle of the 3rd place. And now Faster, Thanos, he has to defend. Faster made a big mistake. No, he's still inside. He's still inside. I thought that Faster is going outside of the track, and right now the battle for the 3rd is opening up. And Thanos is trying to defend his 3rd place. The tires are done, the fuel is done, and now all the driver's ability. But right now we see Prost taking to the finish line. The last chicane of Prost, very good place, very good race of Prost. And right now the last 2 chicanes of Prost going through the checkered flag. Great race, and the victory of Prost with the first one. 2nd place for Salvi. 3rd place for Thanos. No. Yes, Thanos in the first place. 3rd place, Faster.
3rd place, Thanos.
Oh my God. Zenon Balon in the 8th place, going through Stormyfly. 7th place. Deitch and Rosie, they had a very big problem, but Deitch more than Zenon Balon, going through the 9th. And the last place for Rosie. Al photo finish praticamente sono arrivati Thanos.
Al photo finish sono arrivati Thanos, Mike, Thanos, Fast e Mike che poi ha chiuso in 5ª posizione.
Quindi grande vittoria per Prost comunque, che questa volta ha dimostrato soprattutto
se
di
non
non
erro ha
avere...
vinto la prima gara e
E l'ultima,
l'ultima, e le due centrali le ha
Stormfly.
vinte Stormfly. Qua intanto la regia, che ringraziamo, CJ Cerbola,
Infatti,
ci fa.
ringraziamo tutti. Ringraziamo prima in italiano chi ci ha seguito, quindi grazie a tutti, grazie intanto al nostro regista, grazie a chi ci ha seguito
Esatto,
in
grazie al
live
regista
e grazie a
che
chi
ha
ci ha
seguito la
seguito in
live.
replica. Quindi, so, guys, Prost wins the first and the fourth race. The second and the third, they're won by Stormyfly. So, two Italian victories, two Netherlands victories. So it's time to greet us and to say goodbye to all of you. So I want to say Dobranoc for the Polands, Westerus I think for the Netherlands, Kalinikta for Thanos, the only Greek right here in this lobby. Buonanotte naturalmente al nostro Salvi, al nostro Prost. And let me say something in English from a group that is my favorite group, ACDC. For those about the race, we salute you. Goodbye and good night.
Good night.